Hi guys, we have an update. It is 1 month into the 12 pans of Christmas, so we get to check in and see what's going on with everything. And I have some good progress on certain things. Not everything, but certain things. And I'm excited. So, I'm going to start with fanciest thing first. Well, not fanciest. The thing I'm impressed that I did. This is the Tarte Amazonian Clay Foundation, and it is finished. And yes, I squeezed the crap out of it, trying to get every last bit out. I don't quite care enough to pull it open just because I don't think it would really be worth it. So, one product, fully done. Put that in my little empties bag. Next, I have this. This is High Tea from Makeup Geek. And I struggled with this a little bit because I like it, but it's just a touch dark for a transition color and not quite dark enough for like an outer V that I would like. And it's very cool toned. So when I blend it out in my crease, I still like it, but it gets very gray, which I enjoy, but I don't want to wear it all the time, especially since we're going into fall, so things are going to be mustard yellow and orangey, and I don't know. This is more of a winter product, and I feel like if I leave it until like winter, I'm not going to get anything done on it. So I got a little conflicted on how I felt about this. I did really like, I did a couple like really warm eyes and then just ran this on the lower lash line, and it was really nice. But I'm not going to do that often enough to get good progress on it. And then I found out I like it as a contour. Just like a little bit under my blush. I didn't do it today just because my blush is extra light and I didn't want this to be weird. So I will probably continue to do that. I need to get an actual contour brush. I've just been using random brushes and hoping for the best. But yes, this is actually a very good contour shade for me. It's cool enough, it's not too dark. Like, it does blend out really nicely, and the grayness of it is good because I am very cool toned in my face. So I am excited to continue using it. I've used it about a week that way, and I don't know if you guys can see the dip. It already had a pretty good dip, but yeah, it's now being pushed down around all over because I'm using a bigger brush on it, and I'm excited to see how this continues to go. And then, we can do other eyeshadow while we're here. Another very fancy thing I did. Kapow! Oh, it's kind of hard to see. So, there's so much pan. There we go. There's so much pan. This is White Lies from Makeup Geek, and I'm sorry that it's so hard to show you the pan because it's white and reflective. Oh, there it is. Yeah. So, I hit all of that pan this month, and this probably will last maybe 1 or 2 months more, because I'm using it to set my crease to brow bone area, and it is fantastic, and I go through shades like that very quickly. So, this is nice. It's working really well, so I might end up just making this one of my, I repurchase a lot to use for that purpose type things. So, success. Something I haven't done much with. I don't know how we're going to track the progress on this. This is Bareminerals Wearable Pistachio Light, and I have it in my inner corner today. It's very nice. It's very soft. I haven't been using this a ton. I've used it maybe 2 or 3 times, and that's because I have another inner corner highlight that I'm panning for my fall project, my going into fall project. It's almost done, so after that I think we can push this into that position and really get some more progress on it. But it's most of the way full. It's like a more sampley travel size, but it's a basically full product. So I don't know how much we're actually going to get out of this. Dangerous. There's a whole lot of product up on the top, and it doesn't take much. So I don't know. I don't know what we're gonna do with that. It's in here, and I want to use it more, and I'm going to. So take that. Next one is Colourpop Telepathy, and this one I do like. I don't have any pan, but I do have what's starting to be a little dip going because I've been focusing my brush in that one spot. and I'm really enjoying this, and I think I'm going to get a lot of use of it out of it moving into fall, because this pairs really nicely with warm colors, with greens. Like, this is going to be good. And I feel so pretty every time I wear this. I love it. I love it. So, just a little bit of a dip going. I did wear it a lot though. Next thing I've worn a couple times, and not as much as I should, is the Giorgio Armani I Am Brow Maestro in Platinum. It still has a very nice deep dip from my previous use, but I didn't use it much. I used it like maybe three, 4 times. And the unfortunate but good thing about that is it's because I've been wearing, I like this best to put over my lid if the eyeshadow I'm putting there isn't pigmented or takes too long to build up or is like a loose shadow. I use this. Or if it fades throughout the day, I use this underneath. And the eyeshadows I've been using haven't needed that, so this has not been as necessary, which is unfortunate because it's super nice and I want to use it, and it's getting a little, like, there's little cracks. I need to go through this. But yay that my eyeshadows have been pigmented and wearing well on their own. Let's see. Ooh, another unfortunate thing. This is the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide on Eye Pencil in Junkie, and I've used this maybe like two, 3 times. So it hasn't really gone down. I haven't had to sharpen it yet. I did measure how much of it I used. That's from where it was, and that's how far I've moved down the point. So maybe 2 or 3 applications. I did wear it in my waterline on Friday, which was nice, and because my waterline tends to eat product, I got to reapply this a couple times, so that did help with it. And I think moving forward, I need to try this on, like, right here, or like maybe on the outer section of some stuff. Like, I feel like these two together would make a really nice eye, and I should try that out. And wearing it in my waterline was nice, which is going to be something I think I can do moving forward, because I want to get some more use out of the Subculture palette as well, and I really loved that teal on the top, and I think that on the outer corner with this in the waterline is going to work really well together. So, I have plans. Okay, yeah, let's do this one really quick. I want to mark it just because I've been waiting for it to settle, and it's just now starting to settle enough. It was in my purse sideways, so I'm going to mark it really quickly so we can see. Yes. Because it's, I don't know if you can see it on camera, but it gets, like, it's still on there, but it gets a lot darker where the product actually is. This is the Buxom White Russian Lip Gloss, and that is how far down I've used it. I use this a lot. Once I finish up a lipstick in another project, I think this is just going to be my go-to nude. I'm wearing it today. It's really nice. It's very light. It's minty. It's hydrating. I like it. It's super nice. It's super easy to throw on and not worry about if I want to take it off for lunch or something else. It's very easy. Ooh. A fun surprise is this. This is the Jeffree Star liquid lipstick in Unicorn Blood, and that is how far down it is. It's kind of hard to see because as a liquid lipstick it's kind of hard to see the progress, but it does crack. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, it's cracking. The product's breaking up there because there's nothing behind it. So that's why I was able to put that line there, and I have been using this. I've worn it pretty often. I'm realizing it's not my favorite formula, which is not the best, but the other part of that is it's not my favorite formula because it's not super long wearing. It does wear off when you eat and drink, and so then you have to reapply, which means you use more. So for panning purposes, it's nicer than if it was for super long wearing, but for my personal likes, if I'm wearing a liquid lipstick, if I'm putting that much effort into it, I want to apply it once, maybe twice a day, and just have it on. And this one does not do that. It's a pretty color though. It's really nice. Okay, we'll last couple things. This is the Stila Watercolor Blush in Water Lily, and as you can see, there's like a little bit of progress, but I don't want to mark it yet because I feel like I'd just be drawing a line over the actual space between them. I have been liking this when I pair it with a blush I'm panning in another project, because this kind of messes with my foundation. I don't think I realized that because I was using a sunscreen and it didn't have as much coverage to pick up, but I used it over foundation a little while ago and it just kind of ate the foundation and settled the little extra bits into my pores, so I had no foundation except for dots inside my pores. It did not look cute, so this one definitely needs to get used up and out of my collection because that's a lot of work. Don't be eating my foundation. But it is a really pretty color and does pair really well with Colourpop's Rain Blush, so if I pat them on, it makes a really nice neutral tone. And I think having the rain there ahead of time stops it from eating as much of my foundation. So that's where I'm going with that one. And then with the last two products are Anastasia Beverly Hills. I don't know how we're tracking the progress on this one. I don't have a plan yet. This is the Dipbrow in Blonde, and it's getting over to almost halfway. So I've hit down at the bottom and now I'm just pulling from that side whenever I do my brows, and it's working pretty well. I'm using it. I'm using my brows today. I like it. And yeah, it's nice watching that line just go across the side as you move it. And then the last one is Star. It is this highlighter right here, and I don't know how to show you that there is a ever so shallow dip. Nope, there's no good way to show you. My camera's not fancy enough to pick up the texture of the fact that I've been using it, and it now has the biggest, very shallow dip of anything in the palette. I'm liking it a lot. As I wear it, I'm realizing it's less of a silver the way it looks and more of just like a soft lilac, which I like. Yeah, so I'm enjoying that. I think once I finish the highlighter I have in the other project pan, I'm going to be able to really focus in on this one and get some good usage. And I'm enjoying it. I really don't think I'm going to hit pan, but I think I can get a decent dip by Christmas. So, that's where I am. Thank you to everybody in the Pan Fam for coordinating this and coming up with the ideas, because you guys are all much more creative than I am. When I think about Project Pan, I'm like, what do I want to get rid of? Or what do I want to get more use out of? And I just pull it and start using it, or throw it into a pan or whatever, and you guys come up with these, like, categories and rules, and it's very cool, and it does force me to pull more interesting things out. So, a lot of the things I'm panning in this project, I don't think I would have pulled for usage as quickly. So, thank you guys for watching. Let me know if you're doing it down below, and I will go either check if you've got like doing it on Instagram or a blog or whatever, or if you're on YouTube, I will go watch your videos, because I like watching panning videos. And I'll see you guys, at least for this project, in 1 month.